By the way, West Virginia Senator Democrat Joe Manchin took aim at his own party over the border crisis. Roll the tape.
I tell Democrats, you have got to secure the border. I tell Republicans, we've got people here that if they had a worker visa permit, and let them work and pay for their own keeping and basically pay taxes, it would be a benefit while we're waiting to adjudicate them. But right now, I know in New York what's happening. You're all paying millions and millions of dollars trying to house and keep people off the streets and this and that. And it just doesn't make any sense.
A lot of people believe that. Joining me now, Texas Congressman Pat Fallon. Great to see you this morning, Congressman. To Joe Manchin's point, it's costing taxpayers billions of dollars to handle this overwhelming influx of migrants. How do we get the border under control?
Well, Ashley, thanks for having me on. First and foremost, we need to reinstitute some of the Trump-era policies. Number one would be the wait Mexico policy, where if you claim asylum, you wait in Mexico while your case is adjudicated. Also, of course, building border walls. It's interesting that liberals are all for fences and walls around their private properties, and they work. But then when you're talking about the border, they want to build bridges and not not walls. Unless you, of course, send them to New York City, where you see Eric Adams was talking about 110,000 migrants actually going to cost $12 billion. Well, using his math, it's going to cost the state of Texas $250 billion. So it's time. And also, how about deportations and finding the folks that knowingly hire illegals? You do those four things, you're going to really help secure the border.
So do you think they should be allowed to work, pay back some in taxes to cover some of these, out of control costs?
Well, what Senator Manchin just said was allowing them to work while they're waiting for their asylum cases to be adjudicated. Yes. I would prefer them to wait in Mexico while their asylum cases are being adjudicated, because then it's a disincentive. Because actually, the problem is, if you have somebody coming all the way from Venezuela, Central America, or Southern Mexico to the United States, and when they get here, they have to wait in Mexico anyway, they're going to call back home, and they're going to let their folks know, don't follow me, do not come here, I'm stuck in Mexico, this journey didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But if they're in the United States, they're going to say that's going to be an incentive. They're going to say, yeah, they let me in, it wasn't a problem, or I didn't even encounter border security, because as you know, there's been 1.5 million folks that are known gotaways since Joe Biden came into office.
All right, got to ask you about this one, Congressman. You were considering a run for the state Senate in Texas, but you just changed your mind recently and decided to stay in Washington. Why?
Well, actually, that's a great question. I had served in the Texas Senate, and Dan Patrick, the lieutenant governor there, is an incredible presiding officer, and we get things done. It's not divided government. If we lose Texas, we lose the country. At the same time, I came to Washington to help secure the border and balance the federal budget. And both of those things, as you know, are far from being accomplished. And my 17-year-old son actually told me, Dad, I miss you when you're gone, but you're doing important things, and I'm really proud of you. So I'm going to stay. I'm going to do what I can to try to solve those issues with other good members of Congress.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck. Congressman Pat Fallon, Republican from Texas, thanks for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.